You're working with predominantly the Gen Zers. You talked about at the top of this session, every generation looks at the generations that follow them and say, oh boy, here we go. The millennials are coming. All they care about are their values. And I think Gen Z's gotten this rap that they don't want to work because they have boundaries or they're into the gig economy. They don't want to do the 9 to 5 like Jared was talking about. What is your lived reality, Will, of surrounding yourself with the Gen Zers in this risk that you've taken to open something new and that's really based on creating a culture and a space? What's your lived reality of working with this group?
It's been amazing.
Yeah.
Everything you said is right. Different expectations, different social guidelines. A huge part of this to me was starting with understanding that I didn't need to understand, knowing that I didn't know, being willing to base success in happiness or satisfaction or the experience we were providing, allowing people to be themselves. And themselves is somebody, in a lot of cases, very different from how I was raised, what I believed, what my foundational expectations might have been. But one blessing, my youngest daughter is a part of that team. So I had a chance to understand that. I don't think we can devalue the effects of COVID, the effects of some of the social changes that have happened in our environment and what they've allowed for. I will tell you that even though everybody's growing up differently, this generation is awesome and they're creative and they're fighting back and making sure that they establish themselves and their imprint in how they apply themselves. They're able to look at those differences, think about things like happiness and maintaining themselves in it. So if you empower it and trust it, can be incredible. We talked about the word poser. I found out that the word sick can be used to describe almost anything,
Yeah.
positive or negative. So when I have a staff discussion, the word sick gets used in all kinds of ways, and I have to figure out if I'm doing my stuff correctly or not doing my stuff correctly when it's used. You have to love and accept those differences because the people are the same. The satisfaction is the same. They'll get there if you teach, they'll get there if you empower, they'll get there if you create success and create boundaries. I have intentionally protected the team because the dynamic in the team is really important to how they perform. More important than I ever remember, whether they like each other, whether they get along, whether they deal with each other's ebbs and flows is a really important part to me being able to then have that team output a customer experience that is genuine. And it's genuine if they're at their best selves.